Some living in the lower Ninth Ward are concerned how a multi-million-dollar grain terminal could reshape their community. And now they're calling for the project to be developed elsewhere. Eleanor Tabone explains.
For decades, residents across the lower Ninth Ward have raised families, invested in their homes, in turn creating the community we see today.
I bought here in the lower Nine in 1978.
Calvin Alexander has been involved with the Holy Cross Neighbourhood Association for 45 years. Now the president, he fears the community he helped shape will be undone.
We just don't feel like this kind of industrialization should be brought back into a residential neighborhood. I mean, literally passes within 30, 40 feet of some of the houses.
According to the Port of New Orleans website, in June of last year, the board approved a lease agreement with Sunrise Foods. The site says the partnership will support the region's role in global agricultural trade. But residents who live by the Alabo Street Wharf have major concerns, one being to their health.
Big, freight cars filled with dusty grain that we know is terrible for our health.
According to Sunrise Foods' international website, they're allotted up to 10 covered rail cars per day. City Councilman Oliver Thomas wrote a letter to the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality, calling on the state agency to hold a public meeting to ensure transparency, public engagement and a full discussion of the potential consequences, because residents like Calvin say their questions thus far have gone unanswered.
We're afraid that this kind of industrialization with trains coming in and out every day is really going to tear up our property values. It's a real problem.
I just prayed the whole while the water was rising, hoping that everybody would be all right, and just scared. I don't ever want to go through this again.
After Hurricane Katrina, many properties across the lower Nine incurred serious damage following the storm. Residents say they spent years restoring and rebuilding their properties along with the image of the lower Ninth Ward. But now residents say with a proposed project of this magnitude at their front doorstep, they say their homes and their quality of life is in jeopardy.
It is hard for me to conceive of living here. I mean, if this happens, I don't think I personally can. The risks to my health are too high with the grain dust.
Kate Thorstad says after purchasing her first home, she fell in love with this neighbourhood. She says, but this project feels like an eviction notice.
This was the neighborhood for me. Not only was it the only one that was financially accessible, but it was the only one that really ticked the boxes. I work from home. I work in that front room right there that's, feet in front of the railroad track we're standing on right now.
On the Sunrise Foods website, it says the Alabo Street Wharf facility will be the first US port operation dedicated to handling organic products, including soybeans, soybean meal, sunflower meal, peas and wheat. Eleanor Tabone, WWL, Louisiana.
Now, construction is expected to begin in April. Sunrise Foods said they conducted an air quality assessment, and the results were below the EPA's public health threshold.